All right, we're live.
Awesome. I don't know how to share out.
Let's
I don't
see.
know how to do anything.
All right, so it's on my Desert Wolf Star page. I think it automatically went there. So let me try
Okay.
to. I don't know if it'll pop me off if I change pages, but let me try. It looks like you can
Skittles.
see. So yeah, you can see it. I don't know. I don't think I can post in your group. I'm posting in the Soul Star Sisters group. Um, are you on my Desert Wolf Star page?
I should be. I don't know. I keep
Uh,
getting kicked off. Is my Facebook's really messed up. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm home. I've been home 10 minutes. Go. I love you too. Go. Oh wait. Hmm. I love you. Yes.
there you go. I tagged you. Did you find it?
No, I don't even know where to share. Like how to.
So I shared it on my other page just in case you couldn't get to the Desert Wolf Star page, and then I went ahead and tagged you in it too, so you could find it.
Okay. It might take me off. Hang on.
Okay.
I only have a phone.
Okay. Hold on,
You know.
guys. Please be patient. We're just working out some technical issues.
Called. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh.
I even sent it to you in a personal message. Ooh, I just sent it to Tarot Reads for those in need. I shared it to the group.
Okay. Then we're good.
Okay, so
Sorry.
can you see it now? Hello,
Yes.
Miranda. Hello, hello. Thank you for you guys being patient. We were just working out some technical difficulties.
I lost you though.
Can you not hear me or can you not see me?
Can't see or oh, I can hear you. There we go. Never mind.
Okay.
I am getting old, I think.
No, you're fine. It's just a connection sometimes.
I know.
Hi, France. Hello, hello. Welcome. Um, so Bronwyn and me are doing a live today. It's in the tarot group, Tarot for Those in Need, and Bronwyn can explain it, or I think you do it better.
Okay, I'm back. It should work now. Good.
Okay, so I was just saying, we were doing the tarot readings for the tarot in the Those in Need group, and if you wanted to just explain what that was briefly.
Um, it's just a group where every month we're hoping to pick somebody who is in need of financial assistance and to do like lives or readings and things like that at a 50-50 split with that person. The whole point of the group is to that it's not a charity, it's kind of like a oneness where it's the energy's even. They're helping us, or like they're helping the reader and the reader's helping them, and everybody kind of benefits from it. And once a month we pick somebody. So this month it's Chrystal Everix, who has toxic mold in her apartment and they have to move, and she's on disability and they have to throw out all their belongings. They can't take anything with them. So everything needs to be replaced. So we're just trying to help her out.
Okay, thank you. Well, I went ahead and shared out. If you want to share out, you can share out too. And we're doing open donations. So just go ahead and donate. The link should be posted in the banner. So go ahead and donate, and yeah, pretty much go from there, I guess.
Every time I share in a group, I get kicked out of the group, so I don't share out because I get kicked out every time. I don't know what's going on with my Facebook. My posts disappear, and it's yeah,
That's weird.
stuff's going on. But I
Cause
keep getting kicked out of groups and banned from lives. Like even if I just say hi on a live, I get banned.
it's strange.
It's probably something I did. I just don't know what I did. Guaranteed.
I don't know. Facebook's also been kind of weird recently, though. It's not like, I don't know. I feel like Facebook's also been kind of wonky with that. Let's see. I'm just sharing on a few more pages while I'm waiting.
Well, how do I share though? Because I don't have a share button.
Well, you'd have to go back on Facebook, and
Oh yeah, that's right. We have that.
so you have to go back there and either, because I've shared in a bunch of different places, including my page, the group that you open. So just find a page there, and you should just go share it from there, I guess.
I don't know why I didn't process that. Sorry.
You're good. It's just we can always say it's the energy.
It's my brain.
That's something I love.
Hey, look, there's like comments on here. Now, oh, share. Woohoo! I did it!
Okay, there we go. I'm back. Frankie Winter. Oh, thank you. She says I'll be back. She's going to PayPal. Thank you, Frankie. Jimmy says he's sharing out. He's saying he hopes he doesn't get kicked out of groups too.
Because you're associated by association, Jimmy.
Hi, Renee.
It's not the people, Jimmy. Hi, Renee. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, people I don't know.
Hello, people I don't know. All right. Hello, John. I've been seeing some of your posts recently. I used to live in Jersey. Well, New York and New Jersey. So I'm like, oh, another Jersey person. Although I think you might be from New York.
I saw your thing on tapping in the group I do with Zay. Well, it's kind of Zay's group, but the group I do with Zay. John, it was really awesome. It's really cool, and I use it. Hi, Frankie. Hi, France.
There we go. Yeah, I liked it too. I saw that and I was like, oh wow, this is interesting. Like, it's not something you see quite often. So I was just like, oh my god. And then I was like, and then when he asked him to move from like different areas, and then when he was like commenting, I guess, I was just like, oh my god, this is interesting. Like that's not a modality that I've come across on Facebook quite a bit. Like I've come across the healing and then the different kinds and then the sound healing, but that was interesting, the tapping.
He took it to a different place. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Jinx.
Jinx back. I don't know why that took so long to register. I'm like, what did she say? And I got like multi-dimensional for a second. I was like, oh, like.
I was going back to the 90s.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
Hi, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne. Let's see. Okay, so guys, we are, like she mentioned, doing these tarot readings for the group, and did this one specifically would be for Chrystal, to help out. So we'll be 50-50. 50 will go to us, 50 will go to her. So if you want to go ahead and donate, it's open donations, and the PayPal link is on the thing right there. So go ahead and it's an open donation, and we'll go ahead and start your readings. Aw, thank you, John. Thank you for sharing, friend. Frankie says, okay, done. Does that mean you donated, Frankie? I'm sorry. I know like that's a very obvious question. Like I know that's weird. Okay. So thank you so much for donating, Frankie. Frankie gave us a very generous donation. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm pretty sure Chrystal will really appreciate that donation as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, Laura. So we can go ahead and start with Frankie. And I have been seeing some of the videos you've been making, Frankie, and I like the energy. It's very different. It's very bubbly. Reminds me of like Pokemon. I think of myself as Jigglypuff sometimes. I love it. I do, and even Zay says that. Zay says that I'm like Jigglypuff, where I go like into pink puffly mode, and then suddenly like I'll get mad and I'll like take my marker out.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh no! Did you get kicked out? Bronwyn. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to Bronwyn. Just give us 1 second. All right, guys. So Bronwyn, I guess, got kicked out for some reason. Just give us a few moments. She should come back on. Marianne, I don't know. It says live on my side. It says it's live, and it's showing me like the seconds keep moving. So I don't know why it's saying that. All right, I'm just gonna figure out where Bronwyn went. I'm so sorry, guys. Please let me just find out where Bronwyn's at. It's live. Couldn't click on the link. Why not? Very alive. Okay. Frankie says, tell her to get back out and go back in. Okay. Bronwyn, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yay, she's back.
I left and I couldn't hear you, so I left and went back in.
Okay, awesome. All right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I did go back on Facebook and check that it's live, and I could click on it, so I don't know. Marianne, maybe just go back out or like close Facebook and try again. Very alive. On the donation link. Oh, okay. So maybe I have to put it back in the comments as well. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for doing it. Jimmy's the best. Okay. So Jimmy just posted the donation link to the PayPal. All right. I think I need to write this down. All right. So we got Laura donated apparently. Thank you, Laura. Just give me 1 second. Let me get a pen.
Oh, I could do that. I don't have a pen or paper, but I can do that.
I was like, let me just.
When I tell people I require patience, I literally mean it.
Okay.
Legit.
I got it. So we had Frankie donate first. Frankie gave a very generous donation, Bronwyn. Just I want to say that up front. So thank you again, Frankie. Laura donated for Open Thy Door tomorrow. Renee donated. Thank you, Renee. Jimmy says he can't pin it. I think I have to go back onto Facebook and pin it, Jimmy. I don't think I can do it from here. Frankie. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go back and forth one more last time because I have to pin the comment.
Jimmy, do you help out on other people's, or should I just be paying you to be my life coach and error corrector? I feel like it's a lot of money, like millions.
Millions for what?
For saving my butt all the time on lives. Like he didn't this time, but remember I told you I recently found out the StreamYard account I thought was Jimmy. I had was Jimmy.
All right, comment should be pinned on Facebook. There we go. Awesome. Okay. All right. Can use the overview link. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. I'm the most patient person in the world thanks to Bronwyn.
See? Look at me! Creating good in the world, Jimmy. Was that Jimmy? Yeah.
Yes.
Figured. See, Jimmy?
Okay.
I'm making a better person.
All right. So do you want to get started on Frankie?
Sure. Okay. Frankie, are you like a yoga instructor or something that moves energy physically?
It feels like she does multiple things. It feels like she's does activations.
Okay. It's just that it's coming through for I don't know her, so I don't know. I always question myself. It is coming through for physically aligning energies in the body. Because it's coming through that she does a really good job with it. Like there's a lot of people out there who do things, but it's not for the energy movement. It's just they're going through the motions. But she's capable of not only moving the energy through the body when she does whatever it is, but also but she's teaching others how to do it, and there's like a big, like thank you because she's doing a really good job from spirit. But I don't know if I'm crazy or that's what's coming through because she hasn't responded. I would assume like yoga, tai chi, something where you're moving and you're moving that energy throughout the body. Anyway, I'll assume that I'm right, Frankie. I'll assume I'm right because there's a lot of like most of the time when I do a first reading, it's a celebration of the person and who they are. So I haven't I don't know you and I haven't read for you before, but if you don't have a question, it's usually a celebration, and it is about nutrition's coming through, and moving those energies through the body, and actually really doing a really good job with it, and really doing an authentic job with it. And there's like they're very happy with you. That you probably right now feel very, very aligned. Right now you feel very, very on track. This is your path and you're going in the right direction because you are. You 100% are. So I'll do some card pulls. I'll card pull. I just use numerology cards because I love them. But if I'm wrong too, Frankie, feel free to say I'm wrong.
Okay, so just a heads up, guys. I did get a donation from Frankie, from Renee, and from Mary Ann. I did not, Laura. I don't know if you meant that you donated Laura and Tamara. I did not get a donation for you guys yet. So we got Frankie, Renee, and Mary Ann on the list. Frankie, so I don't know if you live in California. I don't know if you've lived in California. Hi, Mark. I don't know what it is, but I'm just getting this very Californian vibe. I'm getting lots of sun, and like she's pretty like she's like very obviously like very cliche, very older and like spiritual wise, and she does multiple things energetic wise. It seems like she's having some problems with. They're showing me the chakras here and the chakras here, and like the back of the neck, like the base or back of the spine of the neck, maybe like C5 maybe. And there's some like tension there as far as energy going out from the heart space through the C5 and also some other areas. So I'm just going to gently release that so your codes are not stuck per se and they're all coming in gently and easily and all getting integrated. And then your throat chakra is now getting balanced with that energy. So we're reattaching the alignment from the throat to the heart. I'm also giving you upgrades and activations, like a little boost, because it looks like you're trying to get to a different place or travel or do more spiritual. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's travel spiritual work that you could do, which sounds pretty cool. And there's that coming in. We're also helping you upgrade your contract. You just made a change recently. It's a drastic change, Frankie, and you're having to upgrade your contract on a different level. So we're calling in several, two or three councils, including the Palladian Council, and we're all looking over it. And we're going ahead and changing your contract with your higher self according to highest good. And boom, that's being done. And then yeah, and then change that contract in. You're also pulling in like your Akashic records. Looks like you're also pulling in all your talents from the Atlantean past life. It's like I'm seeing technology and like iPad looking things. So it's just like you're just so used to upgrading people. You're like used to using codes. So I'm giving you a few codes from then that you know for your highest good. And it'll make sense in about 2 to 3 days. You'll start integrating and using them gently and easily, giving you an integration guide with that. Boom. And yeah, I'm just generally fixing some alignment here and there, and I'll having them connect up through your soul star, down all the way through, so everything makes sense. And shift. You just kind of feel like a little bit easy like that. There you go. I felt like some pressure lift, especially right here. Um, oh, there we go. Yes, I donated. Okay, Laura. I'll just check later. I don't know. Maybe it'll take a second to come up. I'll take your word
You
for it.
can stop it. You can cancel it. She can cancel it if she sends it to the wrong person.
I don't know. I'll just take her word for it. I received an email because I didn't see it yet, but I'll go back and check again. PayPal was compromised, Tamara. Can I donate somewhere else? I do have a Venmo, but off the top of my head, I don't know where that Venmo is. I'd have to look. Frankie says, thank you. Not a yoga teacher, however, love yoga, grid work, live in Florida. Looking for a new place to live. Stay with Bobby or move forward. Stay with Bobby or move forward.
You'll find the new place to live. The cards I pulled were new beginnings, compassion, individuality, and health. The new place to live won't be a difficult thing. To answer your question about staying with Bobby, you need to look at the situation from a place of compassion. That doesn't mean that the answer is going to be yes. It just means to kind of remove yourself a little bit from the situation and look outside of it.
So, Frankie, as far as the Bobby thing, um, they're saying that you've already been contemplating this for a while. Like I'm seeing you go like to like the beach or the docks or somewhere and just kind of thinking about it and like pros and cons, and they're saying pay attention to how you feel. Like do you feel more stressed or do you feel happy to see the person or do you feel like it's a chore? Like do you feel like it's like a to-do list where I have to do this and I have to do that and you're doing it more out of responsibility? Not that there isn't love there, but you're doing it more out of responsibility and you feel like you have to make the extra effort to be understood or communicate or try to make it cheery, and you always have to be the person putting in the cheery bubbly stuff. And it's just how much effort are you putting in and how is that person making you feel, not what you're making them feel. How do they make you feel? As far as Bobby moving forward, I'm seeing you moving, driving in different places in a car. I don't know if California is one of the places you considered moving to, but I did see California there. Lots of opportunities. I even see a possible shop opening up for you in California if you move there. It's just there's more like-minded people at your current vibration or level that you're looking for that you'll find there that you might not be finding where you're currently at, is what they're saying. Um, so yeah, hopefully that helps, Frankie. But yes, I did do upgrades. We did soul contract upgrade. I gave you new things to fix here, and open up your veil and stuff. So hopefully that helps. Um, I donated the link sent to the wrong person. Oh no. Love your sign language. I'm hearing you, darling, sharing for my loves. You will appreciate. Aw.
I
Tomorrow, let
just
me
have a
just.
little bit more for Frankie. When you're done,
Oh,
I
no,
just
no,
have a
go
little.
ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead
No,
and do
no.
that, and I'll try to find my Venmo link so tomorrow I can donate, I guess.
Oh, Laura, you can stop a PayPal payment. There is that option. I don't know how, but if you go into PayPal and then you won't lose that money. Okay, sorry. So Frankie, because of his new beginnings, like I said, I do see that you're definitely going to find that thing and that find a place, and it's not going to be like a huge issue, and it's going to be good. And then the compassion with the relationship, compassion for both of you, like Aisha said, and for yourself. Um, I think that if we always ask that question when we get to the point where we're asking the question, should we stay or should we go? That most of the time we know the answer to that. Um, they're also talking about how you found your individuality and you live out your truth and you live out your individuality and you're proud of yourself for who you are as an individual, even though you might not be mainstream. That also translates into compassion, going back to the compassion card for other people. Um, One of the things is it's weird because I was just talking about this with somebody that sometimes it can be kind of intimidating when they do spiritual stuff because if you don't fit into a certain mode, you feel very judged or whatever. But you're not that person. You're extremely compassionate and very open for people to come to you. That karma is going to be amazing in this life, and you actually have wrapped up a lot of cycles that you need, a lot of cycles of compassion inside of yourself. Um, and there is a call to teach a little bit more on health. Like I said before about that energy moving your body and the nutrition and stuff that you put into your body, I think you live that. It looks like you do actually live that, and they are asking you to kind of come forward and to push forward a little bit with that and that information and that aspect of your life because you're so good at it. Um, and just from Bobby's point of view, you are looking at it with the compassionate and you're looking at it with empathy, and that makes it really hard sometimes to make. So I'm actually going to backtrack a little bit and say, look at it from a logical, compassionate perspective. Um, Long term, in the end, what is best for the two of you versus I don't want to hurt him. Does any of that make sense? I hope it does. And really talk about that because you're really good at it and you're good at moving that in. You know how to act, like, you know how to do it, and it would be awesome to teach others. Oh, good. Awesome. You were spot on, Baishu. Hello.
Okay. All right, guys. I just went ahead and I posted the Venmo link and I put it in the comments, so hopefully that helps. Um, Hi, Kimmy. Is your last name Monta? Yes, Laura. My last name is Monta. And yes, it's the person with the blonde hair. I used to have blonde hair before. Hi, Zay. I never had a reading. I was selling all my life as a doctor. Fixed my hearing now. I hear noise static. Oh, okay. I don't know if I did send to the wrong person. Renee, yes. Bronwyn, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Frankie says, love you both. Thank you. That was very helpful and spot on. And thank you so much, Frankie. We really appreciate you. Lots of love. And good luck for your new And if you're wanting to open up that storefront, that spiritual shop or store, and travel and open multiple, please don't like under undervalue yourself. I would go ahead for it. Okay, Laura says I did send it to the right person. I did get an email. Okay, Laura, I will check again. Thank you.
PayPal's been wonky too.
I don't know. I just found that Venmo pay a link, so hopefully that worked.
That is amazing, Tamara, about your hearing. Hi Zay, hi Kimmy, hi Laura.
I don't know. Laura's donation is just not showing up on PayPal. I don't know why. Okay. I can hear all never disconnected. Okay, thank you, Tamara. Um, well, maybe it'll show up later. Maybe it's a technical glitch. Do you want to do Laura next, Bronwyn?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
It's up to you. You can go first if you want.
Okay, the first two that are coming out are karmic completion and completion of cycles. So you either feel really good right now or you feel really bad. You're like you're at the end of those cycles and you're moving on. If your energy doesn't feel bad though, your energy feels like you're in a very, when I say really good, I don't mean like high good. I mean very peaceful, neutral, just kind of in a good place. Um, if you're not there, you will be soon because there's a lot of completion kind of going on right now. Um, a lot of completion going on. So if you are going through a hard time, I just want you to focus on the fact that this is going to end. And once it ends, that's it. Like things aren't going to repeat anymore. You've done so much work on yourself and you've done so much work kind of in your environment and kind of around you that once this is finished, you're going to have new beginnings. You're going to move on to um, new and different things. So if there is a feeling of just frustration or like you're stuck, then that's get rid of that feeling because um, that's going to actually end and you're going to move forward. If you're having difficulty in your relationship right now, that too is going to get better. Or it's actually showing your relationship to be good right now because the love partnership is coming up. Then there's a kudos for you for all the effort you've put in over the years. You take it seriously, and loving somebody isn't something that comes easy. Sometimes it's a lot of work, and you've done that work. You do that work with your family, and you do that work with your husband, and there is a huge, huge kudos coming through. So if you ever wonder if it was worth it, but there's something different about your relationship, but I'm not going to say on here. But if you ever think that if it was worth it for you to care about somebody the way you did and to love someone the way that you did, then it absolutely was. And there was also a call for you. I think you're the one I said this to before. There's more learning coming up. There's more like a course or something that you.
I don't know, Laura. You can try Venmo. I have Cash App and Venmo. You can just message me later. And then, because I also put the Venmo comment in there, but we can work that out. Because I know Laura, she's donated several times before, so.
Wow. Laura, you're not the only one having trouble with it going through. Claire did too. Um,
Hi,
so I don't know
Amanda.
what the course of work is, but it will help you with your financial situation, and it looks like it's just you financially, like it's an individual where you need to be at financially, and there's just a really big kudos for the family life and for what you're doing with your family life. But I would look into some sort of a course and just know that you are phenomenal and what you've done for the people around you is seen by spirit. They see it and they're celebrating you for it. And you've made a huge difference on this earth. For some reason, they really would like you to know that you just being here on this earth has made a huge difference. Exactly where you are in the life that you've lived right now has made a difference. and they need you to see that. And that's all.
Laura, for you, like, I don't know if you ever played any musical instruments, but there's like when you're playing the violin and you're tuning certain notes like E or D or whatever, there's that thing where you can go like this and it goes like tunes for you, right? That tuner. Um, yeah, sure, no problem, Laura. We can just talk about it. Or you can just message me and we can figure it out. You've donated on my lives before, so I know who you are. So it looks like that. It looks like they're fine tuning you as far as that. And then someone did this for me. So it looks like there's certain clairs opening up. So if you're like looking back behind yourself and you're like, I see a shadow, I don't see the full picture. Or if there's like things that you're hearing and it's not necessarily a ringing, sometimes it is. It's I'm giving you filters. Like there's one of your main guides who's stepping forth. He looks like a Palladian guide. They're showing me the tail end of Taurus. Is the Palladian cluster at the tail end of Taurus? Possibly. He says, duh. Okay then. So we got some attitude. So yeah, so we got some Palladian guides for you in here. They're saying they're trying to communicate with you, and it's just they're trying to like also like they're playing with you. They're like, hey, let's play this game and let's work on this clair. Let's play this game and work on this clair. And so, oh, you're a Taurus. Sorry. I think I have like significant Taurus placements in my chart too. I like Taurus energy, very stable. I like Capricorn too, even though I have a bad rep. But so they're giving you. Don't look at me started. I have 3 different Capricorn placements. So they're getting you started on downloads, and there's certain downloads in your etheric field, and they're all going to come in now gently and easily. Some of them can be switched on. Some of them that are supposed to be switched on now are being switched on, and they're going to be gently integrated in divine timing. And you're going to start, and I'm giving you filters. You need filters to use certain things. So filters kind of like, you think of them as cones or whatever you want to think of them as, but they're like little codes you need to use in order to access something. It's like a key card. So I'm giving you some of those. So your clair should come in and they should a little bit make more sense. If you see something, Laura, I'm also doing some heart stuff for you, by the way. There's like some heart throat stuff, like with, I don't know if it's like dear ones, family members. Ow. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do some with heart throat connection clearing. It's like you want to say certain things, but you're just so worried about hurting their feelings. Then you'd rather just like mute yourself and just deal with it yourself. Let's fix that. Yeah, because you should be able to still speak your piece, speak your boundaries, and not hurt people. And if sometimes people get hurt anyway. We were talking about this yesterday with Bronwyn. Setting boundaries. Like sometimes I'm a little iffy. Like I'm very like slow, and like I put in a certain way because I'm so conscious about hurting another person, or maybe they take it the wrong way. And some people just will understand if you say something and they won't take it the wrong way. And those are the people you need to keep talking to, as opposed to the people who just fly off the handle when you don't have any bad intentions behind it. You're just kind of trying to speak your truth. So it's kind of like being selective about it. But yes. We play guitar, flute, harmony. For the people who wanted Venmo, I did put the Venmo link in there in the comments. So there you go. I'll play guitar, flute. Thank you, Jimmy. Amanda Sue Hesher, go to Stream Live. StreamYard to show your name. Yes, sometimes you need StreamYard to give it permission. Aries. Hi, Jessica. Laura says, how exciting. Yes, I do. Try not to be too direct. Your tone is too harsh. See, that's the thing I have too, where I'm always worried. Is that before, when I've spoken my truth, I've collapsed people's fields. Not intentionally, Cancel Claire, but I have. So I'm learning how to just say it in a very gentle and easy way and still be heard and still feel safe in my boundaries. So it's a learning process for sure.
People can still, no matter how gentle you say it, sometimes people will still take it the wrong way, personalize it.
I've noticed that too. So that in that case, the people who do take it the wrong way don't deserve to be your friends or don't deserve to be in your life. Because if you can't fucking voice yourself for one thing, and if your friend can't like understand that you're coming from a good place and you're not trying to attack them and you're just trying to voice yourself, then do they really need to be your friend? So
yeah.
Facebook user. People that set kind of boundaries are safe people. I know boundaries are good people. Boundaries are not bad.
No.
Laura comes out harsh. Just change it. Change it. There you go. Change it.
Laura, you need to find your calm. You really need to work on finding a calm space, because when she says those flares come through, you'll be able to hear and see more in that space. So really work on I call it my calm, because I'm not really a calm person. So that just that time in silence, and being okay with that silence, to allow those flares to kind of come through and strengthen them and trust them.
Renee says, yes, learning that at a deeper level. You and me both. Jessica says, yes. Can you heal my calf? It looks like there's like some kind of muscle. Your gastrocnemius is cramping. I don't know why. I don't know. I just see a gastrocnemius. Let me go ahead and work on that, Laura. The gastrocnemius muscle is like on the back of the side. It's like right here. I don't know if you
read my mind. I was gonna ask.
I don't know if you can see that.
What?
It's like that. If that's your back of your leg, it's like a little thing at the top. It's like where your knee meets. So I'm just kind of working on that. Electrolytes and water will help. They're showing me lemons. Lemon water will help. Maybe a little bit of warm lemon water. It's something about stress and lactic acid buildup, Laura. I don't know what you're stressed about, but maybe drink lots of water, electrolytes, and take a slow paced walk, and kind of walk off the energy the energy's building up for anxiety and other kinds of stuff happening that you're feeling. You need to work the energy off, or else it's going to build up in your body and show up in different manifestations. Bye, Tamara. Hi, Paul.
Laura, I didn't mean you weren't calm. I just mean you have to find that calm and work in that calm, that silence. That way you shut out the whole world, and you're just in that silent state. You're okay with it. That's what I call my calm. And my kids, that's what we call our calm time. It's like when chaos of the world gets shut off. And then when you're in that place, you're in that state, you can hear those, you can hear spirit more. And then you can just work on bringing that forward in your everyday life. I might have worded that weird. I'm sorry. If I offended you, I'm sorry. That's all I meant. It's our calm time. Set the world out.
Yeah. It's just, but then Laura, like, even if we always try to stay calm, like when we have our thoughts build up, like somehow, like, sometimes people forget how to breathe. Like, I'll be thinking there in my thoughts sometimes, and I'll just be like, I've forgotten I would have forgotten to breathe for a second because I'm so wound up in my thoughts. And not that I'm like angry or like trying to go punch someone, but just in that moment, I wasn't grounded and calm. So it's not like she wasn't saying, you weren't calm. It just happens to all of us. So just kind of recognizing it. That's all she was saying.
Thank you. You said it much better.
No,
there's that whole articulation.
Well, so I just was trying to elaborate what you just said. That's all. Sorry if I was overstepping.
No, that's exactly. I wasn't able to articulate it. I just with my girls, we say find your calm, and you can be in a good mood when you have to find your calm. It's just every day we find our calm. That's what we call it. I don't know.
Sorry. So hopefully that helps. And lemon water every day is great. Try some lemon with honey in the water, like warm water. Maybe that'll make a difference. Also with digestion, warm water once or twice a day will help. Like either with green tea or whatever, warm water will help with your digestion if you have digestive issues.
Really?
Yes, warm water. That's why the Japanese people, they have like tea after every meal, the green tea. It helps and promotes with digestion.
Oh, okay.
As far as I understand it, at least. I just got a donation from Claire and Paul, so thank you for donating. Okay, all right. Next on the list, thank you, Laura, for donating. Renee, you are on the list next. If you could just say hello, let us know you're here.
Yes, and your body absorbs it.
Thank you, Claire.
Oh,
I
yeah, there is a bumping noise. Is that on my end?
don't know. Is it on my end?
I have no idea.
I don't
I'm lucky I know how to turn a phone on.
know. Yay, Renee said hello. All right. Hi, Renee. So we're going to do you next. Is there any question or anything specific you'd like us to focus on? Renee, is your like upper thigh or hip hurting? You're welcome, Laura. I'm happy to help. We're happy to help. Okay. Renee says no questions. My back suddenly I had to straighten my back. Okay, so I don't know if your back's been hurting, Renee, or one of your thighs has been hurting. And I'm seeing like a right hip joint. So I don't know if it's a right or left, but I kind of see, I don't know if you've been stressed or anything, but I'm just gonna like, it's like there's focal points that I'm seeing that I'm gonna go ahead and tap on to release some energy. And also in like the upper back area, I guess. I'm giving you like a spiritual chiropractic adjustment.
That's cool. I just had deja vu really bad.
Go ahead.
I know, isn't that cool she can do that, Laura?
Um, it looks like I don't know if you have headaches too, Renee. Like I don't know. It's like that said, her hips and thighs are hurting after working on a farm. It's just like I was just seeing like focal points like of energy that was kind of raw, and like that's why I was like in like the left shoulder and like the back areas and like the neck, kind of like someone just wanted to do this kind of thing. So I'm just like working on all of that and releasing like energy focal points that have been like suppressed or like, so I'm just releasing that so the energy is all flowing evenly instead of being stuck or stored in like certain areas and turning into this angry ball. So we're just gonna go ahead and whatever has been stored, transmute that. So we don't want that flowing through your body. So kind of just transmute that. Okay. So let me go ahead and work on your crown chakra because I was looking at why I felt like there was a headache, and it just seems like the downloads and codes are like imposing on one of your crown chakras. So I'm just gonna work on opening all of your crown chakras. Sorry, did you mean to say something? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I sat on my dog. I'm sorry. I was talking to my dog. Go on. I sat on
Oh,
him. I'm sorry.
oh no! Hey Sherry, hi! I'm so glad you came on here. Yeah, I'm doing some head, throat, crown chakra recalibrations. Some of them have been collapsed, so I'm reopening them. It's like sometimes, guys, when we have like massive amounts of information or there's shifts going on or downloads or upgrades going on, certain chakras, when they get too much information, sometimes they either shut down or they stop spinning or they need to be reopened and it's told to start spinning. Like it happens with the crown, happens with the heart and stuff like that. I'm doing really well, Sherry. I hope you're doing well too. It just when we get overwhelmed, it happens. So sometimes we might not notice that we have a headache, or sometimes we may not notice that we have focal point pain. Because a lot of times when I'll ask people, "Hey, does this hurt?" They'll be like, "What?" And then like I'll push on it or I'll press on it or something will release, and they'll be like, "Oh." So there's that too. It's like the same thing when I talk to certain people and I'm like, "Oh, are you sad?" And they're like, "I'm not sad." Or "Are you angry?" And they're like, "They're not angry," but they'll be in like a rage state. So it's just is what it is sometimes energy wise. Um, did you? Want to go?
It's kind of simple and short, Renee. Do you know somebody that works in nature, works with nature spiritually and uses music with spiritually because it's showing a new beginning in a spiritual partnership with this person? It feels like it's feminine energy. Um, so either you've started a partnership with them and it's going to be really successful, or you need to. And I think the music part would be more like flute or a drum or drumming, like a spiritual thing. But they're telling you, if you know somebody who fits this description, to go ahead and to try and do some partnership and work with them. If that's not already in the making, if it's already in the making, then it's going to be absolutely amazing because the cards were nature, spiritual partnership, music, and new beginnings. And the energy of it is feminine. Um, and it feels like once you do this, a lot of it's going to actually help your mood and help your coping and help your life overall because it's going to help you financially and it's also going to help you um, just be because this person's energy makes you happy and kind of just being around them revitalizes you. So it's going to be just like an all around really positive thing. So if that resonates, if not, I'm sorry, but that's what came through.
And one last thing, Renee, if you if you feel like getting a massage or like an adjustment, or to really open up any kind of back pain, whether it's upper or lower that you're having, and kind of just release some of the stress on the shoulders, that would be phenomenal because that'll just kind of help energy as well. Let us know if that's helped at all. um, but thank you so much for being here. You missed it. No.
I'll do mine really quick, Renee. Is there somebody you know who goes out in nature who either does flutes, rattles, and drums that you could have that being around this person? I think it's female energy revitalizes you. It makes you feel good more of a level than they're just your friend. Like there's something about their energy that works really well with yours because they are saying if you haven't partnered with them, to partner with them and it will open up a new beginning for you on all levels, not just financial. It'll just open your life up and make you feel better kind of all around because it will be kind of a solution to a bunch of different stressors in your life. And this person works a lot in nature, like primarily in nature. If that makes sense. Like we have healers here who will do massages and stuff outside. They'll go to the bush and get it done. Um, so even though I don't see them, they're not doing massages, but whatever they do is primarily in nature. So if that resonates, then yeah.
I don't necessarily. I channel some of the stuff I get, so I don't necessarily remember sometimes what I'd be saying. I do remember the back pain though. So you could just go back a little bit once the live's over and just look at that one part. But I'm getting a strong feeling like it's like responsibilities and it's also like pain of like maybe physical exertion, just in the upper shoulders, upper back area, and they're just saying like like getting a massage or like an adjustment or any kind of like movement like that will kind of release some of that stress or energy and deep breathing exercises as well. Zay does excellent. Zay does excellent breath exercises. So does Bronwyn. She does excellent coaching breathing exercises as far as what you should breathe in and breathe out. So that's there's wonderful people out there. But breath work is also advised. But hopefully that helps.
If it's Chantel, then partner with her, Chicky, because some good things are going to happen in your life. And again, not just financial, but just all around. It'll open doors to happiness. Is what it's going to open doors to.
Okay.
You're awesome. I love the stuff you do. I just need to say that. Okay, you can go on.
Oh no, I think you're awesome too. I love the messages I get from you. Like sometimes I'll just like pass out randomly and I'll wake up and like the message you sent me today was both actually helpful. I actually did it. Like when you sent me those breathing funny exercises, like they make me laugh enough to do it. Like if it was a serious one, I'd probably be like, this is stupid. But because like I'd be like, don't tell me what to do. But like since they're so funny and they're like, breathe in light, exhale the stupidity, and I'd be like cracking up, and I'll actually end up doing it. So I'm very thankful. So thank you for that.
Breathe out the dumbassery.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. So I'll be like, okay, I'll do it now. Now, like I don't feel like people are telling me to breathe. So let me like, as far as it's funny, I'll do it. Thank you, Renee, for donating and being here. Hopefully that helps. Okay. Next we have Marianne.
Hi, Marianne. Marianne said I had a bad day because of my dumbassery meditation. No, I'm just crusty, Marianne.
Jimmy says we need more funny meditations. I love her meditations, Jimmy. I'll be waking up and like I try to do my morning affirmations of like gratitude and everything, and I hear her like silly ass message, and I'm cracking up. I start off the morning like in a good mood because I'm laughing. So I love it. It's like those kind of things are like very important, starting off your day and what attitude you start your day off with. So it definitely helps.
I know, hilarious.
Okay.
Oh, mind, body, and soul is Sherry. I couldn't figure out who Sherry was because I was only reading the mind. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
I'm getting old. Okay. I'm starting to feel it after 40. Mary Ann, did you start a new physical activity routine? You're moving into manifestation, and you're doing a lot of surrender. They just want you to know that the surrender that you're doing is going to actually bring in the manifestation, if that makes any sense at all. And if you started a new physical activity, because it's coming in the position of, yay, she's doing really awesome with the physical activity. It's also showing again a partner for moving forward with spiritual. Like this is like another person. I think I said that to you before, that partner kind of comes through, and you're also getting oh wow, you're getting a kudos for not only your parenting, but you're getting a kudos for your extended family and how the support that you extend to them. So this is not just your grandchildren, this is your in-laws, this is everybody in your family, and holding that position of the rock and the glue to the family. And there's like this huge, we see you, and that is so needed right now. And there's a big thank you for your leadership, your maternal instinct, and your unwavering support within your family. And they're saying that they see you, and that's amazing, absolutely amazing. Because it feels like there's a couple of people in your family right now who are struggling that you're actually there. Like, not you're actually there, that's the wrong word, but you're there for, and you're supporting, and you're just a very important person to so many people in their life, and you are that rock. And just know that, and know how important you are and how loved you are by your family members and anyone whose lives you
touch. Okay.
Study CrossFit and yoga. Yeah, they're telling you you're doing. They're saying yay about that, about the CrossFit and yoga. Sorry, I don't even know what CrossFit is.
CrossFit is like these like heavy duty back then in like the Olympian days where they do like really extensive stuff, and sometimes to the point where it like grinds down your bones. So if it's not done right, so it could be a little bit. If it's done right, it's fine. It's like extensive training. So Marianne, your energy is like beautiful. So I just wanted to say off that. And then I've never really connected with this being before that I've been aware of. I've been corrected. A white buffalo calf woman, I think, is what I'm hearing. I'm sorry if that's incorrect, but there's a very shamanistic, like very indigenous energy around you, like your ancestors. And it's a very powerful, very like Yeah, I hope I'm saying it the right way, Marianne. But white buffalo calf woman, I think, might be the guide's name, or this being's name, or the energy's name. But she wants to connect with you. I'm seeing like a very like prominent like in the Cherokee days, like maybe like the chief's wife or something like that. And it's just like you've had many roles as a very powerful, very grounded, very like person they look to, like people look to when they need help or they need uh some kind of assistance or guidance or help, like a strong, wise person to go to when they're in trouble, is the kind of energy like you have right now, and you kind of ascertain and you kind of hold. So, oh, someone just says Ascended Divine Feminine Facebook user, Ascended Divine Feminine Master, White Buffalo Woman. There we go. um, but yeah, it's just it's that energy right there, and she wants to work with you and hone on certain things. Divine feminine work would be needed at this time. So let me go ahead and I was just working on your left side, kind of opening up certain things. There was like little balls of trauma stuff that I just knocked off and kind of opened up your left wing and stretched it out. Open up the right wing, stretch it out. So yeah, so if you felt like something was bothering you right on there in your shoulder blades. But yeah, she wants to connect with you. They want me to give the energy of Earth. It's like moving up right now. They're showing me rocks. Airbender. Woo-hoo. So they're showing me they want you to harness the energy codes for Earth right now. Seeing Mother Gaia, seeing trees, very shamanistic energy. So maybe if you're looking, oh, I'm saying I'm hearing a flute now. Like I'm guessing very like indigenous shamanistic roots, and you have lots more protection than you realize. And it's like, you know, like sometimes when we cry, like sometimes we're like, okay, so I don't like cry in public, but sometimes when I cry, like it'll be in private, and I'll be like my guides or my ancestors or like whatever it is, and I'll be like, you know, certain things that I'm talking about, I'll just be like, why, or like, you know, this is so hard, and they're like, um, I'm seeing just someone like crying in front of like a shrine, and that could be symbolic, saying like, what am I supposed to do, or like, uh, it's like a lot of responsibility. I'm just so if you are like ever in that like energy where you're just like always having to be strong and you're always having to like have solutions for other people, but sometimes people don't realize that you also need assistance and someone to lean on sometimes. It's okay to ask for help, Marianne. It's okay to show weakness and vulnerability. And sorry, I'm getting very emotional. It's like it's okay to like sometimes show that you're human. You don't always have to be responsible for everything and always do the right thing. And you need some kind of outlet where, or a person that you trust or something where you're okay to share your vent or frustrations, or like, this physical exercise is a great way to do it. But sometimes voicing out stuff, saying, I feel hurt, I feel sad, I feel overwhelmed, is also very powerful, especially if you feel like you're heard. It does make a difference. So, so there was codes around your mastoid area, right here, your xiphoid area. There's just certain codes in your face, neck area, and back that I was just
You are
integrating.
wise, Marianne.
You are very wise. She just is so sad. It's like she has so much responsibility, and you know, just always trying to be the cool, calm, collected person isn't easy. It's not. So I'm that's you are very impressive. What role you take on is not easy. Um, she says I don't feel like I have. Jimmy says you need to take a night out and come back in. Oh, Amanda's a Facebook user. Okay, sorry. You don't feel like you have a lot of wisdom. I mean, it comes with that. People who usually have lots of wisdom think they're stupid. Like I'll have Bronwyn over here saying like really off the wall, like why is that shit, and then she'll be like, I don't know, or she'll be like, I don't think that's right though, or like she'll doubt herself. So like people who generally have wisdom have a decent level of self doubt, so it's okay.
If you didn't, though, if smart people go around going saying they're smart, nobody likes them. So, like, really, it's just called humble. But Marianne, you had an owl spirit guide, so work with the owl, and maybe it help you to see that. And I'm not smart. I'm hilarious, but I'm not smart. But you're actually funnier than me. You could be a stand-up comedian. I
See,
would go
like
to you.
there's a perfect example of what I just said. So, so there you go. You got a live example as well. Um, but as far as the emotions part, your heart was a little closed off due to prior pain of when you did show emotions, and you felt like your voice wasn't heard, or people didn't hear you, or people didn't understand that you were being sensitive, or they're like, she doesn't have emotions, she'll be fine all the time. So that a part of your heart or an aspect of your heart chakras was kind of like not spearing the right way or not open the right way. So I kind of opened it a little bit. So you feel if you feel a little pressure or pain in your chest, that's just me. So please don't attack me. um, but it'll open a little bit gently. Just do what you're doing. You're doing wonderful things. Thank you so much. And also, if you have any if you have any Epsom salt or pink Himalayan salt, doing a bath with that today will help. If you want to throw candles in there, that will also help as well. Marianne, there's more than one heart chakra. There's several. There's not just higher heart and lower heart. Like think like 15, and they all have to work in synchrony with each one. It's like a little tinkering watch. Think of it that way, and they all don't open at the same time, contrary to what a lot of people say. But sometimes one, literally all I can do is this. If I try to spin it all the way, I'm causing a tremendous pain to someone. So one, I'll have to tinker it like this. The next one, I'll have to tinker it like that. So whenever I say I'm opening your heart chakra, I literally mean tinkering around in there.
That's cool.
I hope that helped.
You made me cry. That was beautiful.
I almost cried a little bit too, not to go, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. All right. Thank you, Marianne, for being here. It was excellent working in your energy. All right. Woo. Next person we have is Claire, and then we have Paul after that. Claire, if you're here, just say hello. Specifically in that Austin Powers voice. You're welcome, Marianne. I'm happy to do it. I like the energy. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Melanie Long. Oh, I'm so sorry, Melanie. I probably was trying to read and I didn't see it. Melanie donated.
Did Jimmy donate? Just because it's probably like late in the evening.
Did you say did Jimmy donate?
Yeah.
Let me
No.
check. Let me check.
I'm not calling you out, Jimmy. I'm just thinking if you did, it's probably like late there.
So the last donation I see is from Melanie.
Okay. I don't know where I got that. Sorry. Thank you
for. You're welcome. All right. So we got Melanie on here. Thank you, Melanie, for donating. Claire. Okay. So we have Claire here. Ooh, Claire.
There's
Oh, beautiful energy. Bye, Marianne. You are reading Jimmy's mind. Jimmy said he was about to donate.
Hey, Jimmy, you know what? I'm going to do a reading for you right now. It says you need to get sleep because your body requires it. That's what this reading is. I channeled that straight from spirit.
You're very intuitive, Bronwyn.
I know. See, it's incredible. Claire, you're really earthy.
I love it. There's like a meadow with Claire, and there's like beautiful bugs and like little like fireflies, and it reminds me when I was a kid.
Where was the meadow?
It's like this aspect of her field, or she's taking me to this aspect. Her inner child is taking me to this aspect of her field to show her. Oh. This is so. Sorry, go ahead. it's a disassociated aspect of her. Did something happen when you were like, I don't know, somewhere between like 7 to 12, Claire? Um, it's asking to be brought back home. It's like dimensionally stuck somewhere. Oh,
Sorry.
oh, oh, my heart hurts. Okay. Um. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna start working on that, Claire. It's just like a lot of soul fractals, and you're stuck in different dimensions. I'm pulling you out right now. Some of them. It's like you've been stuck there for a while, and she's asking for help. So I'm just gonna start working on that. I'm also seeing some fractals that I'm pulling in. I'm pulling in different dimensional quantum. I'm like healing them. Like the fractals I'm pulling out, I'm healing them. I'm clearing them several times, and I'm healing them and refilling them with light before they come in. Gently, easily, graceful, for high is good within the metal. Okay, but there's also another one. I'm seeing someone who has a baby. Are they called cribs or bassinets? I don't know what they're called, but like it's like it's like either postpartum depression or something happened right after pregnancy. It's like major events, like that person thinks major events in their life are always followed by something unpleasant. So that's a genetic code. I won't be able to remove all of it at once because that needs like sessions because it's such a big deal. So it's in sessions, but I'm going to start working on that and helping you to get rid of that. Um, just like so much, I see someone looking over a bassinet and like devastated. So I'm gonna start working on that. I'm gonna work on your like soul DNA level to reroute some thought forms or mind frame. Sorry, Bronwyn, if I cut you off.
No, I didn't say anything.
You can go ahead. You can step in while I'm doing it.
Oh, okay. I just was trying to.
Oh no, no.
Um, Despite the fact that you went through a lot of trauma within your family, what you just said, Claire, you've made it an actual goal of yours for domestic harmony. So sometimes when that's we're human, and sometimes we think we fall short of goals, but they're telling me you're not. You haven't fallen short of any goal. If that was your goal, domestic harmony, you are creating it. You you went through a rebirth when you had your son, um, because of changed you and all the events that were after that kind of changed you. But you did it in a really, really positive way. And you are stopping cycles. You are you know how to work as one with nature, so you haven't separated yourself out of nature. And the significance of that is when you pass that on to your family members, you literally, literally save the earth because we have to, right? We have to go back to functioning as part of nature because functioning outside of nature and all this mindset that we are above nature and we can track nature is ruining our planet and we're losing that rebirth into back into nature that you did is literally um, changing, literally will change the world. And I know everyone talks about raising the vibration and everything on the planet, but I'm very earthly. And I kind of think of, sometimes I think to myself, don't worry about the vibration, just save it. Worry about the air, worry about the water, worry about the trees. Don't worry about your vibration, save it. Or like when people are about abundance and they want millions of dollars and they want to travel places, and I'm like, but we have abundance. We have to save what we have. Focus on that. Like I'm very earth focused, and it feels like you're very earth focused too. Um, and that you see the earth, and that is a really important thing to put on the next generation because it's going to change anyone that the next generation comes in contact with too, and the generation after that. And we really, really need it right now, and we need to save this planet. And you're doing that. So you're doing while you're ending all these cycles and everything in your life. You're also adding this to it. You are a great mother, and you are a great person, and you are loved, my dear. There's a lot of synchronicities in your life. Um, trust them. Trust them. They're saying like they try to get your attention a lot. Trust them. When you see them, and you it seems like you see them and you acknowledge them, but then there's like this little doubt in you. So they're just validating that yes, that is spirit, and they are trying to get a hold of you. Get a hold of you. They're not calling you. They're just trying to get through to you. And the other thing is there is I don't know about the clairs, but if this would fall into a clair, but you can communicate with the spirits of the trees in the forest. So if you're not already doing that and you want to open that up so that it's a two-way conversation, just have conversations with them. Have a conversation with the flower, not in front of people, but have a conversation with the flower or with a tree. The more you do that, eventually they will just start speaking back to you because you have opened up that kind of communication, and that will open up the fairies too. Although I think you are aware of fairies. You do talk to them? Oh, okay. Sorry, then I was being shown that you do talk. I think you're aware of fairies too, and you communicate with fairies as well. I could be wrong, but the fairies are coming through and saying we see her. And what you're doing when you're talking to them and when you're putting that positive energy into it, you're actually helping to heal the earth as well. So on behalf of all humanity, Claire, thank you.
Claire is
You're an
amazing.
amazing person.
Yeah. Sorry,
I
Donna.
caught the bug, but it's not positive.
Yeah, no, sorry, Claire. You're just, she's right. You're just like so amazing. You're doing so much work, and like the level of work that you're doing, like everyone does work. Everyone, well, not everyone. A lot of people attempt to do work. A lot of people get some work done. A lot of people hit walls when they're starting to do work. But the level of determination in this lady to like be like, that doesn't intimidate me, or maybe it does intimidate you, but then you come back to it at a later time and you hit it and you're like, I'm not gonna let this stop me no matter what trauma I've had, no matter what I face, nothing's gonna keep me down kind of energy. I freaking love it. Like it's just, I'm just, thank you for being here with the rest of us. It's just, we need someone like that who just is an example of just nothing. Our traumas don't define us, and
No,
we need more people like that. So thank you.
beautiful.
Oh, and I also gave you codes for avians and bugs. There's light codes. I don't know if you talk with the blue avians or avians in general, and with bugs, but I gave you codes for those. You are very welcome, my dear, and thank you so much for donating and letting us read your energy. Thank you. Paul says, leave me last. I'm picking up my son real quick. Sure thing, Paul. I'll put you at the bottom. I'll do Melanie next then.
I like
Uh,
your son's energy.
um, thank you, sweet and yes, avian very much. Yeah, the birds came and fly. They're like, I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh come on.
Wait, 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 wait. Avian is a planet, right?
Avians are birds. I don't know. Like I'm not. So like
Oh my
there's.
God, is it okay?
So like I
Sorry.
don't know. I'm not too well versed in the whole light language like origins, or not that I'm aware of at this present time. Sorry, I get corrected all the time. But I focus like a lot with the Orion past lives and the I talk to stars and constellations. So the Orion peeps talk to me, like Betelgeuse talks to me from Orion. I like certain stars. I talk to them, like Rigel and Bellatrix, and so I like talking to stars and stuff. But like avian is a light language as far as I'm aware of. The more details on that Bronwyn, I'm not too sure of, so I'm not going to bullshit my way around that.
Oh, okay. I heard about it the other day, and then you brought it up, and I was like, oh, I just heard of that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Thoth, I love. Orion is one of my favorite constellations. So. Did you have anything else to say, Bronwyn?
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay.
Stop.
Were you about to pull a card or something?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Claire. Let's see who is next. So we have Paul, Melanie, and Jimmy. Jimmy noted it. Thank you, Jimmy. Paul says he wants to be last. So we got Melanie next, Jimmy next, and Paul last.
Okay.
Melanie Long, are you here? Ooh, I'm getting lots of music already. All right, so like the and gratitude to you for being here. Thank you. Melanie. Woohoo! I'm getting lots of. I don't know if you connect with music or like, well, not if you connect with music. On what level you connect with music? Because I'm just hearing rock and pop, and I think, oh, okay. So you like to process. I don't know why I'm using this voice. It's so funny. Um, I guess it's like a different guy talking. You like to process using music, as some people like to process using physical activities, like the other girl with CrossFit. So some people process with music and sound healing. So if you like to put a headset on or just kind of bounce your head like this, or just kind of listen to stuff in your car, or sing along really loudly in your car, that is how you process your emotions, by listening to music. Um, you feel like you are not understood and you don't have a voice, and that there is no point talking to people. It's a very, like, I don't know. It's like I'm hearing Teenage Dirtbag playing in the background. So it's like maybe you've had this feeling since you were like in high school or something, where it's just like you always had like important stuff to say, or just like voice your opinions, and no one just ever took you seriously, and or you thought people were idiots and you were just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Because I see a very smart person. It's very smart, very intelligent, has a lot to say. Just unfortunately, I think you're talking to the wrong people, Melanie. Because I feel like if like someone who's an astronomist or an astrologer talks to someone who, I don't know, put crunches numbers in, like a data analyst, they're not gonna have like the best time, conversing about those two different topics. So it, to me, it just feels like, instead of feeling like no one in the world understands you, or if there's no purpose in talking, or like there's no purpose in voicing your ideas, concerns, because one day if you have the power, my friend, to be like a powerful speaker, like, honest to God, like, you have a lot to say and very valuable information. So we're just going to change a few mindsets and thought forms, or get rid of them if possible, and give some other things a new job to do. And they're asking me to look into your ego body, and you're like stuck at like a age of 17 on a certain level. So we're going to bring it up to whatever age you're currently at, and I want to work on that while Brownland does her part. Hello? Hey, Bronwyn, are you there?
Sorry.
Okay.
Do you garden, hun? And do you cook? Because it's coming out as that's how you heal. Did you heal yourself? I'm seeing like gardening and cooking and a lot of love. I'll just I'll keep going. I'll assume that's correct. But they are saying that they see you in kudos because I guess like with cooking, if you infuse it with love, then that energy is going into like with people, right? Just like if you do Reiki on food, then that energy or that Reiki is going in. You've done a lot of work on forgiveness in your life, and it hasn't been unnoticed because you've actually come to a place of forgiveness. So sometimes coming to a place of forgiveness can be really hard, and people just have to let it go and let that situation kind of give it to God. But you're able to find that forgiveness, and you're able to find that in your heart. Your heart is very soft and beautiful. You have an absolutely wonderful and beautiful heart. And if you do garden, then I would assume you're very successful at it because you're growing things from your heart. And again, just that thank you from the earth for that, for nurturing it, for growing things, for getting in the soil, and just that aspect of respect for the earth. And gardening is like one thing that we can absolutely do, but I don't know if you do yet. So if you're on here, can you just let me know if you do or not?
Hi,
You are
Miranda.
so loving, so loving. I
I'm gonna
don't know if
go.
you're in a relationship. If you are, um, then it's a good partnership, and he is a spiritual partner for you, or she. That they're here to help you spiritually. If not, there may be one coming. It feels more like there could be one coming, and I could be wrong. I don't know if she's on here.
So I went back to Facebook so I can tag her name. So I tagged Melanie J Long onto the
Mhm.
thing. So hopefully she'll see the tag and then be able to watch it from there.
Oh, okay. It feels like she might have something. You might be going somewhere, and you may meet somebody who. See, now I'm changing my read. You are going somewhere. Like it's showing you're going somewhere, and you may meet somebody, and it would be like a spiritual partnership. When I say spiritual partnership, that doesn't mean twin flame, and it doesn't mean romantic partnership. Like it could
Oh
be just
man.
spiritual partnership, like somebody that is there for your spiritual development and you're there for them. It could be a friend or something like that. But it does look like there is somebody you either recently met or you're going to meet. You do a lot of manifestation for other people. It's okay to ask for something for yourself, my dear. And
Um,
it's okay to manifest for yourself, but you're an excellent manifester, and that shows in. And again, I'm going back to that garden work.
hmm.
And like if you can, okay, trust me on this, Melanie. If you can make a vegetable grow, I planted at least 500. I got one this year. If you can make a vegetable grow, you are magical. If you can keep a house plant alive, that's all manifesting and making life, right? And that's all like freaking amazing. But you can manifest for yourself. Um, and animals, you can communicate with animals. But love partnership is coming up as well. But it seems to be it didn't come up besides spiritual partnership. So I don't know if it's connected to that, but love partnership is coming up. So either you're in a good relationship or it will be a good relationship and there's one on the horizon. But it feels like there's one on the horizon if you wanted to invite it in. You're a really good you would be a good partner. You're a caring, loving, nurturing, amazing partner and you will find that and you won't settle for anything other than what you're worth, which is amazing. But that is on your horizon, and a trip somewhere, and then the spiritual partnership, which could be the love partner, but it doesn't feel like it. It did in the beginning, but then when I drew the other cards, it read differently. So that's all I got.
Melanie, so it looks you just like shifted. You just made a decision to do something. I don't know what you did. Either you decided to go with someone or you decided to drop someone. It's like you were on like back and forth on something, or someone convinced you of something. I don't know what just happened, but she just made, your reading wasn't changing, Bronwyn. Her mind changed, so she changed the timeline or whatever. So your reading was fine. Your reading didn't change. Yeah, so I was just talking about music processing, Melanie. And you have just a very bubbly, happy. You're very smart. Sometimes you may feel like people don't hear you and what stuff you have to say. Um, I was just saying that you're probably talking to the wrong people. Like, because like if I talk to people, if I go and tell people like what I like to talk about, like let's say with like spiritual people, and I go and talk to someone at work, and I go do something like that there, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have any friends, or they would think I'm crazy, or they have said certain things when I try to open up to people. So they're saying maybe have discernment about what you talk to whom, and not everyone is on the same place on their journey as you are. So we have to be a little bit careful about what we share, when we share, with whom we share. Take that as it resonates. But I did say a little bit before, you'd have to probably rewind it because I don't remember everything. But I do remember the music processing. I'm seeing headsets. If you don't have headsets, maybe get that. I see someone bopping their head and processing stuff to music. If you want to maybe walk in a pond, like a lake or something, while you're processing music, listening to a headset, that would help you process at a different, higher level. I'm hearing, and it'll make you feel a little bit less like closed in yourself. So spread out your energy level, spread it out, and so it don't feel like you're suffocating. Um, just be careful what you're sharing. Not everyone needs to know everything. Not everyone needs to know your next move. Not everyone needs to know that you're moving. Not everyone needs to know, like, even if it's a boyfriend or someone who's in a situationship or someone, know your worth, learn your worth. And if you can't, like, suppose if I'm dating someone and he's not spiritual, I can't start off with, I can see things and I can see the future. Like, I can't start off like that. I have to be like, I get like spidey sense feelings of certain things sometimes, or when I touch people, I get like sensations, or I gotta start small. I can't start off by saying I can read timelines, or like I like crystals and I like spirituality and I like incense. Like, start off small, gauge where the other person's at. If they take it receptively, move forward a little bit later. If they take that receptively, give a little bit more information. Don't give 100% of the information right away. Just temperate. But wonderful, wonderful energy. Just generally a very giving person. So that's probably why you have like a little bit of trouble holding back, because you're generally very giving, like a very generous person. So it's understandable.
I'm an oversharer too. You're a good Melanie.
Yeah, we were just talking about me oversharing. She asked me one question and I completely misunderstood. And I kind of gave her like a mini life story, and she's like, no, I was just asking about this. And I'm like, this is embarrassing. So, I mean, like, it's not like I'm like saying anything against you for specifically. It just, I've been through it so many times, and then like I go back and go, aw, they didn't understand me. So it's just to avoid the disappointment too, because you're so magical and you're so wonderful. Not everyone's gonna understand you, Melanie. Yep, she's on a new path now. Woohoo! All right, we're just gonna close down the other one that you opened. That's not for your highest good, so we're gonna collapse that. But you're on one of the two ones that you should be on. So good luck with that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Melanie.
Yes.
Can we just do Jimmy right now because he doesn't understand?
Jimmy is actually next. You are very welcome. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. I love you too.
You're awesome.
She is pretty awesome. I like her energy.
Can I go first with Jimmy?
I got it. Like, friend.
What?
Go ahead.
Are you on, Jimmy? Because this is like channel, okay? Like, This is like full open, all my gifts on the table. Are you ready, Jimmy? First of all, they want to say you have this absolutely amazing friend. I think it's a female. You need to listen to her more. Her name starts with a B. Um, yeah, so they're saying like she's extraordinarily wise and you need to listen to her. They're also saying that the earth is round and that turpentine is bad for your health. But they're also talking about sleep and how the body needs to sleep in order to rejuvenate itself and for your cells and everything. Like it's actually a built-in mechanism if you want to try it or employ it in any way, shape, or form. Um, and also, there's just a warning that if you're in the woods and there's some creepy guy that comes around, you might want to leave. Like, don't sit up in a tree while there could be shady going ons over in a corner in the middle of the bush. So there's that warning as well. But mostly they're just so happy that you're friends with this female because she's friggin' awesome. Okay.
That seems like sound advice to me, irrespective of who's watching on this live.
Like, it's freaking good. The weird thing is, Jimmy, because there's relationship change and a new relationship coming. So there's a relationship coming, but I don't know why it says it's reading as a change in a unless it's a friend, a female friend, and then that's gonna change. There we go. That could be what it is, or like somebody you work with. And it's funny because I was supposed to do a business read for you, but it looks really good as far as the in-person stuff. And because it's showing something new, something, and then healing, and then financial success. So like a new venture, healing, and financial success. So like how I would read that as, I think that the stuff that you're doing is gonna just like kind of zoom, which is like so awesome to see. They're sending you messages. Synchronicity is coming through again. Just pay attention to those messages. It feels like within the next couple of months, there's going to be a bunch of changes, but they're going to be positive. Just to make sure you don't get overwhelmed. Focus on the fact that these changes are very positive because there are huge positive changes. And it also says if you make money, not to forget that one friend we talked about in the beginning.
No. That's two friends, Bronwyn. What are you doing?
Two friends. Yes, two female friends. One starts with B, one starts with B.
There you go.
And cycles are completing. So as you complete these cycles and you pull them in, you may go through some anxiety or depression a little bit because it's going to be hard to close cycles. It feels like it is hard to close cycles, but you got some really good things coming up. And there's also a kudos coming through for you healing. Because they're saying like you're getting, I don't know if you're feeling it, but you're getting stronger in it and you're getting more confident in it. And you are going to help a lot of people. So Spirit's actually quite proud of you, Jimmy. Yes, there you go. Jimmy, we have a list of people for you to send money to.
Yeah. Just remember this reading, okay? It's like a major life reading for you, okay? Oh.
Yeah. It was good things though, Jimmy. That was like the best reading I've ever done. That was awesome. I'm super excited for you and I'm super proud.
Sorry, Ron, what, did I interrupt you?
No, you're good.
Okay, so, no, Paul, no, let's not. Don't do that. So Jimmy, it looks like if you've been having recent like sleep issues, it's like you're trying to process or integrate like with your guides instead of sleeping. So I'm gonna go ahead and have your guides switch. Oh, so we're like switching out, like we're doing a clean sweep for you, Jimmy. Like we're doing a clean sweep literally, and we're switching. Your higher self's doing it. I'm not doing it, so it's all you. I'm just holding the space for it to happen. Your higher self is going ahead and choosing a bunch of new guides, or your highest of selves is choosing a bunch of new guides on your next part of your journey. The next part of your journey includes your musical business, some kind of public speaking I'm looking at. I'm looking at events that are being held at shows or like multiple, like I'm seeing stalls. So you're about to get into a lot of things pretty soon here. They just said LLC here if you already haven't got your LLC for your company. Um, what else? We're changing the processing to happen gently and easily in night school instead of when you're awake in your 3D body. So I'm creating a processing body for, we are creating a processing body for you. So all of that happens and it's not happening in your bed or whatever you're trying to sleep. So as soon as it hits 7 or something or 8, we'll have it happen after your ego is out of the way. So hopefully it'll help you sleep a little bit and recalibrating some crown chakra and some they're giving you some music codes and some business codes. There's some confusion about something, so they're putting you on different. They're switching the timeline for you, like something just dimensionally shifted. So it'll just come to you. Ask for the answers to come to you when you're sleeping, but move forward. Don't get into analysis paralysis. They're saying, should I do this? Should I do that? Let's not do anything and wait. Or doubt yourself, because at this point you know how powerful you are and you know how smart you are and how talented and how much you have to give. So that's not the question here. Yep, this code is just coming in and integrating. So hopefully that helped. And I don't know what a teddy bear has to do with anything. Do you have a teddy bear, Jimmy? There's a
Oh,
random
please
teddy
say
bear.
yes. Please say yes. Please say yes.
Do you have like a teddy bear for processing? Like, do you also go to sleep with a teddy bear? I don't know if there's something in your bed when you go to sleep that someone else has gifted you. Um, but I don't know. Just something in or around your bedroom area or right near or something that's on your bed that's not yours or something that's been gifted. Maybe keep it a little away from right from your headspace. Interesting. Maybe it's symbolic then. Did you have any questions, Jimmy, or anything else? I have a painting for my nieces above my head in bed. Um, I don't know. They're just asking either to like I don't know shift the position of your bed or something. It's just something that's like around your head. Either it's that or whatever. If there's a table near your bed or something or items near there, it's just it's kind of helping you also not sleep as well. So maybe just something needs to be switched or moved to a different area away from right where your head's at. So that's kind of what they're saying. I hope that makes sense. But I see wonderful things for you, Jimmy. So yeah, definitely don't forget us or me.
Amanda, don't suggest a pet. He'll go buy one.
Why
And it will
not?
be like it'll be something like a cobra or some not a cobra python or
What's wrong with
don't
that? They're so cute.
because Jimmy, you know what I mean. Because when you suggest something to Jimmy, Jimmy goes and buys it.
Jimmy, I suggest you buy a bearded dragon. Okay. All right. Well, if you have any other questions, Jimmy, let us know. Yes, he's getting a pet. Haha. Please post it if you do.
He will now. He will. He's like an advertiser's dream. Like literally. I'll be like, I tried. I literally told him I tried this coffee that tasted like burnt coffee, and then the next thing he's like, so I ordered that coffee. What? That's
Okay.
it. You need a financial advisor.
Well, I probably need to listen to that advice too, but but on the other note, one of my mentors offered this. It's called Dandy Blend, and it's like a coffee substitute thing, and it's organic, and it makes me like not need coffee, and it just I like I'm into like organic stuff now. But it's called Dandy Blend, and you just mix it into water and milk, and it tastes so good. I substitute it.
What's in it?
Um, roasted barley extract, roasted rye extract, roasted chicory root extract, roasted dandelion root extract, organic cultivation.
Oh wow.
So I like it.
I'm gonna look that up.
I'll send it to you if you're like actually interested. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay. I love it. I think you'll like it too. All right. Thank you, Jimmy, for donating. And thank you for popping on and helping us with like the links and everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Lots of love to you too. All right, so we have Paul on the list, and how do you feel, Bronwyn? So Miranda's asking, do I have time to donate? How do you feel about taking one more after Paul? Or
I'm okay if you're okay.
okay, but it'll have to be the last one though, because I
Yeah.
think I'll be a little tired after that. But
Yeah.
Miranda, yes, you do have time to donate. We'll take one more person if you want. And the link is in the comments. It's pinned as well as far as like in the thing, so in the banner. So you should be able to find it. Ta-da! Boop, boop, boop. All right, Paul is next. Whew. Let's see.
You are a good
Paul.
father.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're a good father. That came domestic harmony and parenting came up as a kudos. Um, you're high energy, Dad, which is good. It's a good thing. You enjoy and you have fun. Parenting is a fun experience and a joyful experience for you, and they're actually acknowledging and saying you kudos for that. Are you a medium? If you're not a medium, I would look into developing that skill. If you don't already have it, because I think you are one. It's basically what I'm saying. No, you're not a medium. I would look into that because there's communication that's trying to come through, but you're working on it. Oh, okay, yeah. You'll be able to get it. It will come. Um, it may. Hang on, I'll just. Yeah, it may take you some time. It's interesting because it came through beside the creative and music card. And I don't know, usually when communication comes through with music, for me, my interpretation of that is like drumming or flute or rattle, like to do something like that for the communication to gain that clarity and for the communication to come through. I don't know if you do light language. If you don't, I would activate that because light language, if you do it, is really powerful. If you don't do it, it will be really powerful and it will help you in your life with clarity, but it's also going to help the environment in your home and help your children as well. I feel like you do light language though. Um, and I feel like what they're saying is to use it more in your everyday life. So like um, when kids get upset over cut their sandwich the wrong way or something, you can use the light language to change the energy of the room and change their energy. In my house, it was kind of the opposite. My daughter started talking light language. I had no idea what it was, and she would, when I got mad at them for something, she would tell me, I'm doing this to change everything to positive. And then she would talk it and go all the way around the house in every room and talk it to make sure that the energy in the house is positive. So there is a call to start using it in your home with the people in your home because you do put family first and you do put a lot of emphasis on having a happy, healthy home in and of itself. You've completed a lot of cycles and you've completed stopped cycles with your kids, so they're acknowledging that. You've also started some very positive cycles with your children. The cycles can be positive or negative, right? And you've started some really positive ones that are going generation to generation. So they're saying in those times, because every parent has them, when you feel like a shitty parent, um, because maybe you were in that moment, or it's just parents. Parental guilt can be a killer, right? Um, they're just reminding you that you're a good dad and you're loved. And your son, I don't know how old your son is, but he's a little kid. I say little guy, but I'm old and my kids are preteen and teen. So anything under 8 to me is a little right now. And I don't know if you have a spiritual career, it will do really well. If you either have one or you are geared to go in that direction at some point, there's money. The financial card is attached to the spiritual career card. So if you've been thinking about that, that's your validation to move forward. And I love that your family is number one with you. I absolutely love that. That's awesome. And I also love your son's energy. He may drive you nuts sometimes, but it's a beautiful energy. He's got lots of it. That's all. Baishu. Sorry.
Okay, not to interrupt. um, so Paul, so just to take a little back off of what Bronwyn was saying, yes, like the father, protective, loving, providing for people, energy, like it's very strong. Also, you've had dragons step in. By the way, you have like lots of dragons, Paul, that step in, and we can have them set up as a protective guidance around you, around your family, around your I don't know, I almost said brother. How strange. Do you have a brother? Out of curiosity, but your son's very psychic. Your family, one of your family members, maybe it's the brother, or if you have a brother, it's very psychic, and it's like you're able to channel certain things. That's kind of like I'm seeing people coming to you and giving advice, and it's not just spiritual. It's like day to day life. Like when you're talking to people, I don't know if you notice that sometimes you're channeling information. Like some of it's like actual like raw knowledge that you hold, and some of it is like um, actual information you're channeling as well. So it's like mixed. It's hilarious. Um, but it looks like that, and so it's just like a little bit of self-doubt that you have because you have wonderful, like the raw talent is there, and you have there like I'm seeing you once you start like trusting in yourself, Paul. I'm seeing the skills pick up like that, like really quickly, like as like not to compare necessarily, but if someone has like works through, some people will have to work through depending on how many lifetimes they've had, whether they've gotten the skill in a different lifetime and they're reusing that skill in this lifetime. But it looks like you have either the accessibility or the ability to use these skills very quickly as soon as you focus your attention on it, and that applies for anything. So you must be an excellent manifester. um, so help yourself, help everything, whatever you want, focus your attention and don't divert it, as in like I want this, oh, I want this, but I don't have the money for it. I don't have the time for it. But then I need to get this to get that. And then this person has to give it to me, which they won't give it to me. And then I'd have to talk to this person, but they're not like ever in a good mood. Like, do you see like how many things that I've created by myself to stop something that I've just manifested? So don't focus on where you're getting the help from. Don't focus on with whom you're getting it. Don't focus on how the outcome is or how you get the help. Just set the intention. I want to do this. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care how it happens. It'll just happen. But I want it because you're a powerful manifester. So like whatever you speak, if you haven't noticed too, comes true pretty quickly. Like whenever you say it and don't focus on it, like instead of saying it, focusing on it over and over and over, and like obsessing about it, as opposed to you passing, like in passing, you'll be fine, you'll get this job next week. Turn around, your friend gets that job next week, and you're like, what the heck, like, you know. So very powerful with words, very powerful in general. We're working on um, three different bodies: mental body, emotional body, ego body, and inner child. There's a little bit of like trauma, self doubt there. I think we've talked about this in one of the lives. Um, like the trauma associating around like a mother figure and mother wounding, and just so it's like sometimes when we have a certain mother or father wounding, um, it's we shift the other way. Oh, my parents traumatized me this way, so I want to be the best father possible. I'm going to do everything I can to not let my son ever feel this way, the way they made me feel. And then we unfortunately, like, instead of going from like a medium centered place, we go from the complete opposite. We're trying so hard not to be this that we go the other way, and sometimes it shows up in different things. So it's just kind of like you're processing your traumas, you're healing your traumas, you're working, you're trying to make a better life for yourself and your son and family, and it's just you're doing a lot. So just it's just focusing on things like that too, like not letting the traumas kind of take control and saying, I'm not going to let this affect me, and I'm going to go complete opposite the other way. So just like not go to extremes. Try to stay centered and grounded. Um, Walking when you're thinking about things, like I'm seeing you, like I don't know if you walk back and forth and you pace a lot. It's just you constantly think about stuff, like I don't know if it's responsibilities, bills, house, whatever it is, like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Try to walk in a more open space where there's trees, ground, stuff like that, and that way it'll make the processing easier on your body, and that way you're not processing. Whenever we're processing, different people process differently. So whenever we're processing a specific way, all the energy that's being released and transmuted is being stuck in that space. So you don't want to, unless you know how to clear your own space. I wouldn't suggest to do that. So try to do your processing like that, like extreme processing like that in outdoor spaces. So that way, when you're done processing or during processing, you don't feel suffocated. And when you're done processing, you don't walk around your home or your space that you did the processing in, and you're like, oh, I feel icky, or why do I feel like, ugh, or why do I feel like, you know, because you have to clear the space after that's done, or else the energy's still there. So just kind of maybe walk outside and just pacing back and forth and just going, and remember to like breathe through it. Think about it. Set time aside, not to worry, but to think about things. Don't do it from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. There's no need for that much anxiety. I do it all the time, and I've recently someone's told me, "Why are you going through life living in anxiety?" And I know it's not easy to just say, "Oh, don't have anxiety." So I know it doesn't work that way. But I'm trying to mindfully, whenever I notice it, shift my attention to something else. Shift my attention to something else. Take aside time in your day. This is when I'm going to focus on this, and for that 1 hour, few hours, focus on that, come to a solution, and let it go. But do not obsess about 5 different things from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. Because that'll just give you no time for mental peace, friend. Like, you deserve mental peace, you deserve happiness, you deserve to notice that beautiful bird flying across the tree branch. Like, you know, you deserve to enjoy your experience. So just try to be, whether there's a branch floating in the wind like that, whether someone's walking by, someone opening a door, just be. Sometimes that's kind of the message I got for you.
Adaptogens, adaptogens. Guys, they're life changing. And so there's just anyone who's having a hard time with stress and anxiety, adaptogens. Um, what you're talking about, what you drink in the morning, there's adaptogens in that. For stigmatics, rainbow dust, um, mud water, all those things. And then there's also like the mushroom capsules that you can take. You just have to find the one that works for you. But oh my God, life changing. It makes you calm, it makes you focus. I would be a much better person if I could afford to have them every day. I'm just saying. And it you don't get high or anything off of them, but they calm you and you feel good and you feel very neutral and whatever. So I just adaptogens.
That's
Anyone out
cool.
there
I think
who's
that's that. I'm gonna
struggling,
write.
add it to your
They're called adaptogens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Kava is awesome
Okay.
to calm you.
Okay. I could use that.
There, like I doubted it because the first one I used was just mushroom and it didn't work for me.
Hmm.
But then rainbow dust, oh wow, it's got like ashwagandha, rhodelia root, and mushrooms in it, and like I obviously needed extra, but yeah, it
Okay.
it works. I don't get sidetracked.
Okay. So I'm gonna whatever like you're drinking stuff, like maybe just share it with me because I'm gonna try it and I'll send you a picture of my dandy blend because I definitely need to try stuff.
Yeah, I want to try that. That's got some good stuff in it.
Okay. Paul, do you drink lots of coffee? Just like the last message or something? Or like energy drinks or something with like lots of like extended caffeine content? Um, so if you do, just kind of calm down on that. Um, it sometimes like builds up and it's not great for the heart or blood pressure. So just be careful. I don't know if it's energy drinks or coffee or something that you're consuming, like something that's more than a normal amount. Just be careful. Okay. This
Take
is
those
not.
adaptogens that you have. Take them, Paul. No, Miranda, is that your name? Yes, Miranda, you didn't lose. We didn't do
No,
yours
Miranda,
yet.
you're next. All right. Thank you, Paul, so much for coming on here and letting us read.
Thank
Let's
you,
see.
Paul.
Now we have Miranda. Renee, you're welcome. Okay, Miranda, I hopefully you can see us and hear us now. We are doing you now, so.
You are smart. Woof. Are you ever smart, Miranda? You're intimidatingly smart. You're like Baishu smart.
I don't know if I'd call myself that, but thank you. I overthink. I don't know if it's the same thing as being smart.
No, you're smart. You are very, very smart. Very smart. I'm not sure how to read the first card. I'm gonna be honest. It's either that you're going somewhere, there's something coming up, like a trip or something, or you need to put more adventure into your life. You need to put more adventure. You're an adult. You're like an actual honest to God adult. It feels like I haven't made it. I'm 42. I haven't made it there yet. Um, but you're so responsible. It feels like, and you're so absolutely amazing. You're just absolutely amazing. Do you have a question? There's a call to like that you put in the effort. So when it comes to manifesting, you're not afraid of doing the work in your dreams. So follow your dreams. So you're putting in the effort to do the thing, but there's a call to do the things that your heart
I'll be right back. I'm
that
gonna get
people
the
want you
charger.
to do. Okay. Not the things that society wants you to do. Do what your heart is asking you to do because you're more than capable of 100% creating it. Um, and there's almost like you need to give yourself that permission, and they're giving you permission by doing that. You are a beautiful, beautiful person. Oh my goodness. You are so just neutral when people are talking to you and they're saying that they see that and they love that about you. Like there's no judgment. You're really good with money. That's coming through too, is that you're good with money. And one of the things is sometimes it might be difficult when our life when people say, "Oh, you're so strong," or "You can persevere," or whatever, and we don't want to, but you can. You are you're everything I need to be. Can I hire you as my life coach? I need you in my life. I need you to organize my life and be my life coach. That is what the message is. Like, I need somebody in my life who's like this. But anyways, I think that that's what it's saying is that um, you have everything. So you have this really good foundation built, and now it's just time to build your house. And when you're building your house on that really sturdy foundation, follow your heart, follow your dreams. Don't forget to laugh and to have fun. Um, it could be, I could be off, I could be wrong, but it looks like you're doing everything kind of right. Um, you are fun. You're a fun person to be around. And that creative side, like it feels like you're creative. You're probably the type of person who's actually read a book. But your creative outlet can make you money. You can be making whatever your creative outlet is. I'm actually seeing it more as like an art thing. There's money connected to that. Um, you also have the gift of automatic writing. And there is a call to write because that's one of the ways that you communicate with spirit really, really strongly is through the writing. I don't know if you're in a relationship, but it is showing that if you're in a relationship now or past relationships haven't always been that good, um, in haven't always that been that healthy for you, but that cycle is breaking. So I'm very cautious in saying that because if you are in a relationship, I don't want to overstep my place here in saying that. Um, but if you're not in a relationship, any future relationships coming up are going to be a lot more healthy. How to start automatic writing is so what you're going to do is you're going to sit down and you're going to just write. So ask yourself a question about spirit. So, like, what does spirituality mean to me? Or what life path am I on? What should I be doing? Something like spiritual. And just without thinking, just continue to write. And then it's going to become easier and easier over time. And for some reason, in my head, that eventually you're going to be able to ask questions to spirit and have the answers come out. Kind of like the book Conversations with God, which I didn't actually read. So if it wasn't about automatic writing, I'm sorry. But I think it was. I have it, I just didn't read it. That you're going to be able to ask a question and get the answer. So just start with asking it for yourself and then just continue to write. If you resonate with crystals, hold one. If you whatever it is you resonate with, like candles or whatever, if you resonate with all that, set the environment up around you so that that gives you that permission to bring in that writing. But automatic writing is really, really big. And with that is like the creativity with like almost like with painting. Although I'm not what's it called? Like abs it's kind of abstract that I'm seeing. Um but you it's like yeah, like a wand, a pen or a and a paintbrush as well. But you've built such a strong foundation for yourself. And it might not feel like that because life has these bumps and these whatever. But I feel like if I was to like compare my life to yours, I don't know how old you are, but if I was to compare my life to yours, I would have been like, wow, I need to learn something from this girl. Um, we don't see ourselves often the way that other people do see us, but you have it together. You really do, and you are an amazing, amazing person. Helping other people to organize that and to move forward and to put the time and effort into manifesting their dreams might be something that you can do. Oh my goodness, you're 25. She's 25, and I just said she was more of an adult than me, and I'm 42. But you probably are more of an adult than me, like honestly. Um, you have your whole life ahead of you, and just remember to always follow your heart and not to be afraid of adventure. Um, you've done a really good job, and just know that you've done a really good job. And that inner critic that keeps coming up, silence her because she's wrong and she doesn't know what she's talking about. Um, there is a relationship. So if you're not in a relationship, there is one coming, but it will be better. It feels like you're not in a relationship because it feels like there's a little bit of time before it happens, but it will be very positive, and that solid family home life that you're looking for, you will get. And it does feel like children are a part of that. Oh, your next one won't be. I didn't want to say toxic. I was trying to be nice. I can offend people sometimes, so, but yes, that's all I got. You're gonna have a good life, hon. You've done a lot of living for 25, but the future is very bright.
Oh, okay. So, just a lot of she she has a very interesting energy. So you have a very interesting energy, and I'm going to be straightforward with you because our energy is a little similar. Um, because I feel like you're saying, you can be blunt. Um, so you get like an overwhelm of information. So you have clear knowing. So it's like you're directly plugged in. You have clear knowing. You have several clairs, not just one, that are activating at the same time or working at the same time. So sometimes when you ask for information, you get like an overload of information. It's all coming at once, and sometimes you can't even tell what's what because it's like matrix reloading kind of information. So I want to give you filters for that, so you're able to decipher what's coming in, what's this, what does this mean. So I'm giving you filters for that above your crown chakras, because you get like at a very high speed, and we're gonna fine tune that speed so you're able to decipher things better. We're gonna look into a few of your guides and kind of just put a new ones in place to help you with that. Um, you're very mental body. You're very you're good at like analyzing situation, analyzing people, reading the situation, coming to a conclusion. Uh, Thank you, because I'd be feeling crazy. You're not crazy, honey. I know, I know. You're not crazy. You're just very psychic. You're very psychic. You clear feeling, clear seeing, clear knowing. You have quite a few advanced, like, I don't know how to say this. You're very open. It's very advanced. It's very. It's just the problem is, since it didn't happen at a gradual pace for you. Sometimes it can feel like you're seeing, feeling everything all at once, and it feels like it feels like things are going on warp speed around you. So enable to not feel crazy around normal people, whatever that means. It takes a while, and you doubt yourself a lot, and you seclude yourself a lot. And second, it's a lot of mental self torture that I do to myself too. So I understand. It's and you can't explain it to some people sometimes because they won't understand, or they'll be like, oh, it's okay, it's part of the process, just enjoy the journey. And then you feel like taking something and throwing it at them. um so like so it's like stuff like that won't help you either. So I'm going to slow down some of the processes and kind of have them more in alignment and have them go gently and easily, and have guides that help you understand that are what's happening for best and highest good, all the cones that can happen, all the filters that you need at this time, that'll help you with discernment, telling you what's what. I'm going to fluff up certain things so you're not feeling too much all at once, and you're able to calm down enough and get grounded enough, because you have trouble grounding all the time too, like I do sometimes. Cancel clear. So it's just the overwhelm of emotions and information that's coming, and that's what's happening. So we're gonna send help with that. So you act more out of, you have different bodies, right? So you act more out of your mental body, because it's I'm seeing certain, like, I don't care. And the thing with people, like my tea master teacher says, Star says, whenever we say we don't care, we care more than we realize. So it's just like certain lessons that you were probably taught. So I had to be very masculine growing up. I had to be very mature growing up. My father was very abusive, like physically abusive, mentally abusive. So I had to show that I had no emotions. I had to show that I was in charge. I had to show that I could handle any situation life could throw at me, no matter how badly I was dealing with it on the inside. Like to the point where I was young and I'd get like tossed around and I'd like handle it like a G and then go to my closet and cry where no one can hear or see me. So it's just a lot of that you're going through. So, and it's like the emotional body's been completely like doesn't have a voice now because of their experiences, which I understand. So we're gonna have to balance that where you use less of your mental body and more of using your mental body and emotional body in balance and make decisions. But sometimes you're having confusion making decisions because you know the answer, you have clear knowing, so you know what the thing is, but then you have trouble making it. You have like trouble distinguishing things. So it's because you're not using your heart space. Also, like you need to use your heart space and head space to make the decision instead of just using your mental body or head space. And that's where you're like having that like inner conflict that you're experiencing. So I'm going to make that connection, um, or I'm going to remove that block that you've put in place for yourself. Can I do this? Okay, your higher self said it's okay. Um, so we're going to remove that block that you put there for yourself, and we're going to have that connection be established where you can use your heart and your mind to make decisions that are balanced and that feel more at peace with you. I'm going to help a guide come help you with some emotional processing. You're going to feel their hand on your chest or my hand on your chest. Um, if you feel like crying in the next 2 to 3 days, if you feel like having a big ugly cry, you might already do that. You might have the time set up for ugly cries. But oh, I'm sorry for the connection messing up. But if you do have time set across for the ugly cries, or you don't, please do, because you do need to honor your emotional body. That aspect of yourself deserves a voice, whether it was emotionally manipulated, physically beaten, whatever it is. It needs a voice. You need to be able to say that I've been through this. So whenever you're ready, of course. Um, as far as love goes, I recently realized I've choose patterns or narcissistic tendencies that I've unconsciously noticed in my family or father, or like if like where I read somewhere where if we're constantly used to unstable environments where the environment goes from 1 second to happy to angry and you don't know as a kid why you went from happy to angry, so you're always on a constant vigil at trying to read your surroundings and you're always in a panic because that's what you grew up in. That's normal to you. So when you actually meet someone who's stable and not toxic or something, hello.
Hello?
I'm so sorry, Miranda. So I'm so sorry that this like messed up. It was the internet connection. Please message me directly, and I'll say stuff that if whatever cut out or whatever you didn't hear. If you're still here, I'll tell you. Um, I don't know what happened, Bronwyn, but it just cut out.
It could have been mine. My
No,
internet
I don't know. It just went away. So I'll try to find her on Facebook and I'll try to message her, and hopefully she got some of the message. So I'll try to do that.
It's really important for people to develop, eh? You have to develop those clairs fully, like pick one and concentrate on it and then go to the next. Otherwise, you will feel like you're crazy when you have all that stuff coming in. Um, you have to just pick one, focus on developing it, and then go to the other if you're like an open person. And you also have to be very vigilant about that, what I call the calm space and the silence in order to communicate with spirit. One of the things, like, right?
Hello.
Hi, nothing.
Um, so Miranda, if you're here, let us know. Hey, Miranda. Okay, so it's cutting in and out. I don't know what's happening with the connection. I am so sorry. I apologize. It also just kick Bronwyn off. So what I'll do is, can you either message me? I'll give you a reading again. Anyway, I'll just repeat what I said. I remember some of the stuff. I'll send you a voice note on Messenger, since this is cutting out for you and you deserve to hear what you paid for. So can you go ahead and add me either on my regular or my business page, Desert Wolf Star, or just shoot me a text on one of those pages saying hello, and I'll send you a voice note again saying all the stuff that I said. All right. Hopefully you heard that. If not, I'll just find you on Facebook. Um, so I'll just find you on Facebook, Miranda. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll find you and I'll text you and I'll send you a voice note personally. Thank you so much for donating. I apologize for the silly internet. Hey, Bronwyn, I was just saying that I would find Miranda personally and then
Okay.
send her a voice note because the connection keeps cutting off and I don't know why it's happening suddenly. So
Oh,
she deserves to like listen to stuff that's not being cut off in between.
yeah.
So please add us and just add us, Bronwyn's Earthseed, and she'll say Bronwyn, or I don't know, just message us and I'll send you the voice note, whatever it is. Just shoot me a text and I'll send it again.
Sorry,
Um,
Miranda.
but thank you everyone so much for coming on today and donating for this wonderful cause. We really, really appreciate it. And I hope it helped. And Bronwyn, did you have anything else to say?
No, just thank you so much.
Thank you guys. We will see you later. Bye.